Red lines and red lights don't go together so good. Note to self.
Hi there. Let me set the stage a bit here while Past TJ quickly runs the Spinnaker sheets. I said quickly. We were heading north from Cape Ann to the Isle of Shoals with a south by southwest wind. We were double-handed, making about 6 knots aboard a Hanse 375. We didn't have working wind instruments, but I checked some buoy data once we were back ashore and it was blowing 18 to 20, gusting to 24 knots. Standing in the cockpit, there was no question that we needed to be clipped on, but it was a very dark night and we could barely see the seas. In this video, you guys can't see the seas at all. My buoy check tells me that we had 5-foot seas from astern. This was a club boat that wasn't set up for short-handed spinnaker work. The Spinnaker did not have a sock. The tack line provided was only long enough to be led back to a bow cleat. The longer tack line substitutes that were on board were already being used as jack lines. Finally, there was a lazy bag on the boom, so we couldn't even letterbox douse. To be honest, we really didn't need the Spinnaker, but it would get us back up to 8 knots and make the motion on board much better for sleeping. Being short-handed, I made sure the chute was packed precisely. Because this was a club boat, you always have to check whether the halyard is run correctly. Unfortunately, in the pitch black, it was impossible to be sure until we hoisted whether we had the halyard just right.
Just leave the autopilot running. Fuck. So, does this need to be led around? I honestly can't tell. I think someone did what they should probably never do with one of these and ran it the wrong damn way. They ran it right through this triangle, which I would never do, but it looks like somebody did exactly that.
It turns out we got it right. The halyard had been run through the fore triangle and the self-tacking jib sheet, but we weren't able to verify that it was okay until after we had hoisted. Once the Spinnaker was ready, I took over the cockpit, sent my crew to check my work on the bow, and started prepping for the hoist at the back of the boat. We put the jib away before we hoisted so that the man at the mast could keep an eye on the Spinnaker as it went up. As for you, keep an eye on the starboard spin sheet before and after the hoist. Anyway, without further ado, here's the rest of the hoist so you can watch it for yourself.
I'm gonna go dead down now. Okay, you ready? Alright, turn your light on so you can see if it gets tangled or something. Not yet. Are you ready? Okay, I'm ready too. What? What? Don't say fuck, talk to me. Okay, that's what I needed to know, thank you. What do I need to do to trim it? How's it look?
Looks like it was wrapping around the forestay. This last is fine.
Well, that would be the first double-handed Spinnaker hoist at night I've ever done. Pretty much without incidents. I'm a fan.